We are taught not to trust our emotions, our feelings, and that's unfortunate because we have them every minute of every day. And yet, from a very young age, most of us are taught that we cannot trust those feelings within us. We cannot trust those emotions. They are incredibly distrustworthy, and that we should not pay attention to them, that they are not desirable unless they are happy or joyful or some kind of positive emotion. And the farther away from the emotion of happiness the emotion is, the less desirable that it is. But the truth is that our emotions are giving us information all the time. I have a hair in my eye. Emotions are giving us information all the time because there are feelings in our body. They are bodily feelings. And there are certain fleeting emotions that we can allow to be visitors. We can allow to pass through us. We can allow to observe, right? And not necessarily need to act on, but they're still giving us information, even the negative ones, even the ones that are just passing through, even the ones that come from our pain and our wounds and our hard times. They're giving us information that we can use if we choose to use it for the betterment of ourselves and the world around us. We can also choose to use it differently. And when we don't trust our feelings, we very often do choose to use those fleeting emotions in ways that are not productive, in ways that are not wholesome, in ways that do not help anyone around us, but it's because we don't trust them. And it's kind of like when you're in a relationship where you don't trust the other person. It's exactly like that because it's a relationship with your emotions. You don't trust the other person, and so then you can't rely on them, and so then you always kind of have to walk around with suspicion, and then things inevitably always just kind of fall apart because a relationship without trust doesn't work. And it's the same with your own emotions. So when you aren't trusting them, that at least that they're giving you information, right? Especially those ones that just kind of come through us and then they're gone. If you are suspicious of them and you avoid them because of that, right? Because people that we don't trust, we tend to not want to hang out with. And it's the same with the emotions. You tend to avoid them. You tend to ignore them. You tend to not to do anything with them. Yet they're always there with you. Every second of every day, your body has a feeling, a sensation in it, an emotion in it. And this information that just isn't being, like nothing's being done with it. And then there are your deeper emotions, the ones that, the feeling deep down, the instinct, the gut, the heart, the intuition, however you like to think about it, because people refer to it in all sorts of different ways. But it's like a feeling that is the truth of you. You just know deep down there is a knowing about it, that it's not based in anxiety, it's not based in fear, it's not based in pain, it's based in truth and what you know is right for you and your certainty about yourself. And if we can't pay attention to our surface level emotions and we are taught to ignore them, and so we avoid them, then we avoid the deeper down truth of us too. We avoid that deeper down feeling that is meant to be our compass, that is meant to guide us, that is meant to give us important, extremely critical information. So if you are someone who's not used to working with your emotions, no judgment. They are chaotic. There's often a lot going on with them. They're often passing through and then they're gone. They're often very hard to deal with, especially the ones that are not so positive. But if you can start to try to understand what information they're trying to give you, even those fleeting ones, even the ones that really are not fun to deal with, if you can start to try to understand what they're trying to tell you about yourself, about things you've been through, about things that are for you and are not for you, and really standing back and being an observer of them, then it is possible to undo all those years of learning that you can't trust them, because you'll start to realize you can trust them a lot more than you actually think. We talk about that a lot here on this channel, but I don't know if I've ever said it so outrightly. So like, this is a main part of what we're doing here. So if you resonate and this is your first time seeing me, I'm Bailey, and we talk about that a lot here because we talk about trusting our inner feeling, our deep inner feelings, our intuition, our instinct as the way to guide us as a compass into our own power and using our own gifts and our own brilliance to benefit us, and no one others are trying to diminish them, discourage them, or take them from us for all sorts of reasons, which we get into in other videos. So stick around if you're not here already. I see you and I appreciate you.